Good day, God Day. My name is Bruce Smith. I'm a practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. And everyone here is welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are embraced here. We believe that we are co-creators with the divine and that you can change your life by changing your mind and your vibration. Ernest Holmes is the founder of our philosophy, and we teach universal truths. Please visit our website, centerforspirituallivinganthelopevalley.com, for more information. I'll be reading the announcements today. So we start off first Sunday of the month. The tradition is it's a birthday Sunday. So let's give a hand and wish them a wonderful birthday. All July birthdays. Also, we have classes. A new 6-week certified class in Spanish. It's called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. The course is starting Wednesday, July 30th. From 6 to 8:30, the investment is only $165. And Esme gave me, well, yes, please.
Buenas tardes. Centros para la Vida Espiritual los invita a participar en una clase educativa para el desarrollo espiritual. La clase es una clase certificada, se llama Cambia tu manera de pensar y cambia tu vida. Comienza el miércoles, el 30 de julio, de las 6 a las 8:30. Son 6 semanas para $165. Eso incluye su libreta y un montón de cosas. ¿Ok? So nos vemos allí. Gracias.
Thank you, SB. Our fundraisers. Tell your friends and family to join us next Sunday, July 13th, starting at 5 p.m. until closing at Medrano's Mexican Restaurant, West Palmdale. Flyers are in back. Thank you. We are having a friends and family fundraiser. A percentage of the participants' food and drink will be donated to our center. Come and sing your heart out while sipping tasty drinks and chowing down on delicious Mexican food. There will be karaoke in the cantina section. We have a See's Candy storefront for our new Children's Church Fund. Scan the barcode on the flyer or click the button on the weekly email or click the artwork on the website and order online. And a footnote here, they understand chocolate doesn't ship well in the summer, so it's the hard candies that they are offering. Our community vegetable garden boxes are growing beautifully.
Yeah, they are.
Thank you, Tiffany. If you would like to participate or donate to our garden fund, please speak to Tiffany Lee. Thank you. Please note that your donation is for the garden fund. Current events. Dina Efferson-Williams will strengthen your mind and body with her yoga classes every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. A $20 love donation is gratefully accepted. Join Stacy for the New Moon Sound Bath on Thursday, July 10th at 7 p.m. Sonically connect to the moon with crystal singing, sound bowls. This meditation experience is a $20 love donation. Our monthly men's group meets on Tuesday, July 15th at 6 p.m. It is facilitated by our Core Council President, Frank Williams. On Saturday, July 26th at 1 p.m., Reverend Jessica Fish facilitates a Zoom bereavement support group. The link information is on our website, in the weekly email bulletin, or in our brochure on the back table. Our Authentically Me Women's Group meets the 4th Sunday of the month at 3 p.m. The next meeting is July 27th. Every moment in this group is designed to bring joy and laughter into your life. On Wednesday, August 6th at 6 p.m., the Spanish language study group is facilitated by Esperanza Ramos. Prácticas con Esperanza, Grupo Espiritual en Español, se reúne el día 4 de agosto a 6 a 7:30 de la tarde. Aquí los esperamos. Compassionate Care Team. If you know of someone in our spiritual community that is having health challenges in the hospital or is otherwise in need of support, please contact Joan McLaughlin. Is anyone here for the first time? We are blessed by your presence today. You are invited to Friendship Hall after the service to enjoy some snacks. There's a welcome table reserved for you or any newcomers. The ushers also have a little bag, welcome card to fill out, your email so you can receive our event information. We have many ways to keep informed. Sign up for our weekly email bulletin or scan the QR code for our website. For those of you who still like paper, a brochure is on the table at the back, or check out the bulletin board in Friendship Hall. And immediately after service, you can experience a 2-minute spiritual tune-up with our practitioners after service. Your silence and respect is appreciated during this time when leaving the sanctuary. So let's welcome the center singers.
Good afternoon. Caught myself. We are in a new month, yay. And it's a whole new time of the year. It's a whole new time of the day. So we begin with the morning. And what do we do when we get up in the morning? We sing, thank you, God. Thank you, God. It's a brand new day. We got up. We woke up. Ricky Byers. I got up this morning. God's so good to me. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Feeling good down in my soul. God is so good. I am feeling good down in my soul. God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul. God is so good. My God is so good to me. In my time of trouble, singing, God is so good. Oh yeah. In my time of trouble, I know God is so good. In my time of trouble, I sing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Triumph. In my time of triumph, I know God is so good. In my time of triumph, I know God is so good. In my time of triumph, I know God is so good. Praise God. My God is so good to me. When the day is over, I'm singing, God is so good. When my day is over, I'm singing, God is so good. When my day is over, I'm singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Woo! In every way, God is so good. Oh yeah, every day, in every way, God is so good. When I take the time to praise the Spirit, God is so good. Oh, my God is so good to me. Come on now, every day, in every way, God is so good. Oh yeah, every day, in every way, When I take the time to praise the Spirit, when I take the time to praise the Spirit, God is so good. Oh yeah, my God is so good to me. Oh Lord, I got up this morning singing, God is so good. Oh yeah, I got up this morning singing, God is so good. Oh yeah, I got up this morning singing, God is so good. Oh, my God is so, my God is so, my God is so good.
And now it's time for the lighting the flames of faith, a call to service. Lori will be helping us with the candle lighting. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people and all faiths, all sentient beings, come from one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and for the space we are holding for them here at the center. As we light the healing candles, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to experience the healing flame of God's eternal love. In today's reading, I'm taking from Michael McMorrow, Kindle app, so I printed it out. Michael McMorrow, Blue Collar Spirituality, Finding a God That Works. And he suggests let's start by remembering the old carpenter's motto. The difference between a good carpenter and a poor one is that a good carpenter knows how to fix his mistakes. Fix it, forget it, move on. Also, to everything there is a season. Coinciding with this passage from Ecclesiastes is the Buddhist tenet of impermanence, which acknowledges that life has within it suffering, that the reason we suffer is because of our mental and emotional attachments to the people, places, things, and outcomes of this life's experience, and that these circumstances are continuously changing. Whether it's love, career, money, children, marriage, you name it, it is all going to change. And when we're attached to it, looking a particular way, we suffer. One of the strategies in dealing with these disappointments is to learn to detach mentally and emotionally from the struggle that often accompanies pain. As we gain confidence in identifying and then detaching from the struggle, we practice detaching from the attachment itself. When we come to understand that life has an ebb and flow of impermanence to it, that the fundamental dynamic of life is change, the good stuff as well as the bad stuff, we develop a kind of resiliency to suffering we did not have before. In this way, we are ultimately happier because we aren't defining our happiness by exterior circumstances, but by our frame of understanding. So let us move into prayer. Divine Spirit that is everywhere present, that is all knowledge, all loving, infinite abundance, be with us now. Let us be united with that divine one mind, that loving, giving, knowing of infinite wisdom, all-encompassing, all-powerful, and all-benign. We know the ebb and flow of life is inevitable, but divine strength and wisdom is ours for the accepting. As we turn to our spiritual truths, we take comfort in knowing God. I am grateful for all the good in my life, in this place, and in this spiritual community. God is good, and I give thanks. I release this word to the law, knowing that it is true, it is good, and it is done, as we say together, and so it is. Center singers.
I am a gift. only for a while. So I make this vow and say it with love. I am perfect and whole and enough. I am a gift. I am a gift. I am a gift. I am a gift. I am a gift.
Aren't they wonderful? And speaking of wonderful, it's time for our first of the month, Reverend Valerie. Yay!
Okay. You're so sweet. Thank you, Bruce. That's awesome. Dina, I love you. When she was saying, what do you do first thing in the morning? And I'm thinking, best day ever. But I never thought about singing. So I'm going to start singing in the morning really loud and proud. So my tagline that I like to use for Centers for Spiritual Living are, we are transforming lives, building dreams, and revealing love, where all we ask is that you stay completely open to changing your life by changing your mind. So welcome home. Yay. So I was saying that to somebody who was new. I said, transforming lives. And she looked at me, she's like, transforming lives? Yes. That's what we're doing. We're transforming the lies that maybe we tell ourselves. Because we are a gift. Thank you for that beautiful music. We are a gift, and we forget that. We just think, I got this whole bit of drama, all this stuff that went with me. And because we know the good, the bad, the ugly of everything we've done. Not that any of you have done anything good, bad, or ugly, but I might have dabbled in some of those arenas. But that's where we let it go and we get to move forward. And we are part of a bigger teaching, the Centers for Spiritual Living. I've been part of many, many of them. And we all speak the same language. That's why I love our conferences so much, because it's like you know everybody. Because you know everybody. We know everybody. And if we could just greet everybody in the world that way, that would be awesome. And so Centers for Spiritual Living a few years ago decided to always have a global vision, and where we're all kind of speaking on the same topic. And so this week, the Sunday topic was Remember the River Dolphins. I'm like, what? How can I remember the river dolphins? I don't know anything about the river dolphins. But you know what? Now I do. So I learned something this week. And did anybody else know there are dolphins that live in the rivers? Oh my God. Okay, I didn't know. Some of you are enlightened, and it was something new that I learned. So, but they live in the murky water in rivers down in Brazil, South America, different places, and they use sonar because they're in these murky waters, so they have to be able to navigate with sonar, because you can't really see in murky water, right? So with the murky waters, I think my first quote, they live in murky brown rivers. They navigate where sight is useless. And Ernest Holmes says, we do not walk by sight, we walk by insight. So to me, it's about awakening to our awareness of remembering who we are and tuning in, making sure that we are taking time to meditate every day, just calm ourselves down. And so I learned a few things about the dolphins and some things that could actually be a great principle for each and every one of us. And And yeah, that's not part of my thing here. But the first thing is, like the river dolphins, you have a deep inner knowing. You don't need the full map, just the signal. Don't just sometimes just want the full map. It's like, okay, I know when I was born, I want to know when I'm checking out, and I want to know how to navigate the rivers. But we don't get that. So we have to take it step by step. And even if we're on the way to something, everything changes, right? And then all of a sudden, oh, there's another class I have to take, or this didn't happen, and this showed up, and then this happened. So we get to be in the moment, just like the river dolphins, navigating, and in the flood waters. So a lot of times when they get so much rain, they're flooded, even the forests, and these river dolphins have to navigate through waters that they've never seen before. So the flexibility in strength and navigating the uncertainty. So the murky waters don't stop the dolphin. They flow with the seasonal rhythms of life. Trust that even in the times of change, confusion, you are guided. You know, we've all had some interesting paths, and it's like, but we made it, and here we are. And in those times when maybe we were looking and judging everything out there as, oh my gosh, it's just really hard, there's too much, we get the opportunity to remember who we are. Remember that we are divine spirit. How many of you wake up, I'm divine spirit, yeah, best day ever? Or when you're looking in the mirror, you just get excited. It's like, yeah, not so much every day. So today's an opportunity to remind ourselves of the divinity of who we are. Have flexibility in strength. The dolphins, flexible neck is a metaphor. Rigid thinking breaks. Flexible minds bend and grow. So we don't want to get into that rigid thinking that this is just how it is, because everything changes. My acronym for change is center heart around new growth experiences. So we get the opportunity to center our heart around new growth experiences. Yay. Yeah. Because we all love change so much, right? You go to work, it's Monday morning, and hey, we got a new software. Yay, best day ever. I haven't even gotten a new cell phone yet because I'm like, oh, there's a learning curve, I'm not ready for it. And so then maybe we just settle with where we're at, but it's like being in that space of fluidity. So I have this beautiful quote by my favorite book. No, this is not that one. Okay, The Conscious Mind. First this one. This is a good book too, because it's Ernest Holmes. The conscious or the objective mind, the mind we are using right now to discuss things, is personal, has self-awareness, and is creative. Just beneath it, we have what we call the subjective or subconscious mind, which is a deeper layer of creativity. Now, here's what I've learned, is that consciously, we get to decide what we want. We get to decide what we think. And we get to decide what our inner conversation is every single day. And a belief system we start creating, a belief is just a thought that we keep on thinking. So then we create our belief system, also known as our BS, our belief system. So we have a belief system about ourselves, we have a belief system about life and about other people. But if we were in that neutral space and just tuning in, making sure that we're taking time to meditate and listen to that inner calling, we would be guided and directed if we just listen. And sometimes the voice just isn't loud enough for me. Anybody ever get there? It's like, all right, Spirit, tell me what to do. It's like, I don't know. So I have to go a little bit deeper and remember that when I settle everything down, then I can see clearly and I can hear clearly everything. I know Thich Nhat Hanh says it another way. His niece was visiting him, and so he made some lemonade for her and her friends, fresh lemonade, fresh squeezed, and all the little friends came in, and she's like, Uncle Mom, could you pour us some lemonade? And he's like, yeah. So he pours the lemonade, and the first 3 glasses are very clear, and the last one is all murky, because it's got the pulp in it. And the little friends grabbed the clear glasses, and she said, mine's dirty, I don't want it. He said, no, it's okay, it's going to be okay, just let it be okay. And she said, I'm not going to drink it. And then he said, well, I'm going to go back to meditating. So he goes back to meditating. Pretty soon she's knocking on the door, Uncle Monk, Uncle Monk. And he comes out. She said, see, look at my juice. It's all clear. And he said, yeah, the pulp settled down. And she's like, now I know why you meditate, right? Because when you meditate, everything calms down, and then we can see things clearly. So the more we can see things clearly, the more we can know which direction to go. Because we get so clouded by everyone else's vision. There was a young woman who went to a spiritual teacher, and she said, how do I know if I'm on the right path? And the teacher smiled and said, well, if you're trusting your inner peace instead of the outer approval, if you are being at that space of love instead of fear, and if you're willing to adjust without losing your faith, you're already on the right path. So we focus on love instead of fear, because there's either love or there's fear. And when we step into fear, then we've stepped away from love. I think I've shared before here my acronym for fear: forgetting every available resource. Biggest resource is spirit, God, energy. So when I step into fear, I've stepped away from spirit. So let me step back into spirit. Let me know that all is well, all is divine, that every one of us is a gift. And could you imagine how life would be if everybody recognized the divinity of who they are? Waking up every morning, yes, the divinity of love and life flowed through me. And then they saw that in everyone else. We wouldn't have to have any kind of disharmony, because everybody would be at that love space. Because if you already know you are everything and you have everything and all is well, then we don't have to go bother anybody else for that. We just know. And that's why we come together, to remember and recognize our divinity of who we are. I have another quote from this thing called You. This is my favorite book, and if you don't have this book, I highly recommend getting it. You can also download it as a free PDF online, or I like the hard copy because I still like paper. I do love paper, actually. And here you can open up almost to any page and see that it's right there. All the power in the universe is with you. Feel it, know it, and then act as though it were true. I say it a little bit different. Visualize, verbalize, feelingly believe. Because if we can visualize it here, we can step right into the picture. If we can verbalize it, then it's going into the subconscious mind. We got our conscious monkey mind chatter, we got our subconscious mind underneath, and subconscious mind just takes in everything. We move in the direction of our most dominant thought. So if our dominant thought about life is scary, if our dominant thought about ourselves is scary, is different than perfect, then we move in that direction. So we want our dominant thought about life, about love, about the universe. We want it to be that space of love, perfection that we are. So we visualize, verbalize, feelingly believe it, making sure that our mantras throughout the day are positive. Because it's really easy to jump on that train that's going a different direction. Anyone ever jump on that thought train? The thought train that's taking them to nowhere good, and then we spiral. So it's like, okay, jump off that train, find a way to jump off that train, breathe in the fullness of life, say all is well, or sing a song, or say best day ever. Because when we put it in our body language, that helps move things. I know Emma Curtis Hopkins used to say, look at a 45-degree angle, look up, because if you can look up, you can get up. So making sure that we're looking up and not always looking down, that we're breathing in the fullness of life. Ernest Holmes goes on to say, the greatest gift life could have made you is yourself. You are a spontaneous, self-choosing center in life. In the great drama of being, the great joy of becoming, the certainty of eternal expansion. Life couldn't give you anything more than what you are. Could you imagine that everyone in the world loves you? Oh, but they're making a face. And then we get ourselves caught up into some negative thinking. What if we just pretend? Picture, imagine, pretend. Everywhere you go, people are just loving you, even if they're making a face. Know that everything that you do is perfect. Even if you're making a face, it's like, okay, let me put that down. And then we go to Terry Cole Whitaker's book, What You Think of Me, None of My Business. And we remember of the divinity. And the more we can see the divinity in ourselves, the more we can see it in other people. And the more we can see it in other people, the more we can see it in ourselves. So it's just such a catch-22. So being in that space of being a good finder. What good can I see in other people? What good can I see in myself? Where am I going in life? So taking that time to visualize. Picture, what is it that you're wanting? And if you're at that space, I don't know what I want. I do this with my brother. He's back in Nebraska, one of my brothers, and what do you want? And he's like, I don't know, kind of put the dreams away, you know? And it's like, but what would you love? Because I know the creativity of who you are. And he's like, well, I'd really love this, but I don't know how to get that. I said, you don't have to know the how, just know the what. Start making some pictures. Put it on a nice little spreadsheet. Or there are apps for that. I have a vision board app that I use all the time. Pull up my vision for health, for love, for peace, for harmony, for goodness, for abundance. And then you just look at it a lot. So we visualize, we verbalize, I am worthy of. I have it, it's all right here, right now. Everything's happening right here, right now. It's all good. Yeah. And then we feelingly believe it. How would it feel to already have that done? Oh, it'd feel good, right? And so we get in touch with that, and we take time with that every single day. And then remembering that love is everywhere we are. I remember a movie that came out in the 90s, and I loved it. It was with Bette Midler. It's called Isn't She Great? And it was the story about Jacqueline Suzanne, who wrote The House of Dolls, which was about people on drugs and living and pretending who they were. Anyway, great show. And her husband comes to her because she's really sad. And he's like, but I love you. You're supported. I love you. And she said, I know you love me, and I appreciate it. I really do. But you're just one person. I need mass love. And so then the song Mass Love comes on. And it's like, mass love. Just know that we have mass love. Know that just like pets are so loving and just come and, the dogs come and give you love, and the cats come and give you love. Just imagine every human walking and talking like that, giving the love, being so excited to see you, knowing that life is good and life is very good. So we look at the river dolphins. I'm going to go back to that. And some of the lessons: trust your inner senses. When eternal clarity is not available, trust yourself. Have you ever intuitively thought, I need to go this way, and then you didn't? And you did that, right? I know. And then we want to kick ourselves because it's like, but we don't really want to kick ourselves. We want to say, I learned. I know I need to trust my intuition. So from this day forward, I trust my intuition. And here's what I'm knowing for all of us, is that as we're trusting our intuition, that we're stepping into that space of love, that we just put it on, that I am love, I am lovable, I send love, I receive love, I allow love, making sure that we're doing that. One of the others is, one of the other lessons from the dolphins is to know that you can exist and resist in a system that was not designed for your thriving and still find ways to flourish. Right? Yeah. Things that we learn from the dolphins. Even if it feels like an environment that we're not used to, we can persist, we can resist, and we can grow and adapt and flourish. In things that maybe don't look the way we would want them to look, it's like, okay, we just keep on keeping on loving ourselves. I say love ourselves to the next level. And then be fluid with boundaries. Be fluid with boundaries. Flexibility is strength, not weakness. Emotional, mental, and spiritual adaptivity is essential in certain or hostile environments. You are allowed to bend, twist, and change your path. Sometimes maybe we've been on a path and it's like, okay, this is the direction I'm going, and then all of a sudden something shifts inside of us, and it's like, that's not really where I was going. This is where I was going. So years ago, when I was in high school, I thought, I'm going to become an actor. And what I learned about that is I really didn't like memorizing lines. I wanted to use my own words, and that I was a really bad overactor. And so as I was in a lot of plays and grew my children up in that. I have my oldest son who is an actor, who is not an over-actor. He does have an acting job as Bumblebee Transformer at Universal Studios theme park. So if you've been there and taken a picture with Bumblebee, it might have been my son. Anyway, one of the things that he always says is, things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. And we were, I hadn't seen him for a while. I had moved to San Jose. I've moved everywhere. So I had moved to San Jose for a while, and he was still in Los Angeles. And he was getting to go to London with the costume. They were going to stop in Florida first and then go to London, and he had Optimus Prime with him. If you know Transformers, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, that's okay. They're just big costumes that they're on stilts and weighs about 85 pounds, and they walk around and take pictures with kids and adults and anyone who's in Transformers. So he's always transforming, and I hadn't seen him for a while. I thought, gosh, I would really love to see him. And I was traveling with national seminars. I just travel and talk. And I was on layover in Houston, and I thought, well, I'll call him and see how things are going on his trip. I called him, and I said, so how's it going? He's like, they had a little delay, and we're on layover in Houston. I'm like, what? I'm on layover in Houston. The synchronicity of everything that happened. He was at gate A, I was at gate C, so I ran on over there, and he had told his friends that he was traveling with, my mom's here, so I'm going to go see her. And they thought he was making it up because, he's an actor. He makes things up. And so when I went there, it was like the best day ever. It's like you could not have planned for our flights to end up in the same place. He's going to Florida and London, and I'm going to Corpus Christi, Texas, and I end up in Houston. So I don't doubt spirit. It's like if I put it out there, it's coming back. It's that synchronicity of life. So I want to be mindful of the things that I'm putting out there. And if you spot it, you got it. So I want to make sure I'm not judging anything out there, that I'm just seeing the good in all that there is. And so my knowingness for each and every person here is that today we are renewed and remembering that we have the same brilliance of these wonderful river dolphins, that we are adaptable, we sense things, we tune in to that inner knower, that we are plugged in, we are charged up. We are loved, right? So let's take all of that love and let's go inside our heart of hearts for just a moment. As we just close our eyes for a moment, just breathing in the fullness of life. And just letting go of anything that doesn't serve us. Reminding ourselves to let go of those thoughts that aren't serving and jump right back on to that beautiful thought train of I am beautiful, I am perfect, I am whole, I am divine spirit. That inner knower is guiding and directing. That inner knower that just knows that it knows that it knows that it knows the right and perfect direction always. I listen to it. I tune into it. I am guided. I am directed. I navigate all of the waters well. I stay in that place of peace and love. As I see peace, love, joy, prosperity, health, harmony in all, knowing that it flows right where we are. That we are renewed by the renewing of our minds as we just say yes, yes, yes to the goodness, yes to the God, yes to the Spirit, yes to the I am that we are, beautifully, brilliantly. And in great gratitude, knowing it is already complete, I just release my word into the universal action of the law, knowing all is well. All is well, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me here, and now we get to have more beautiful music. Yay.
God is my source of all good, all love, all joy. Thank you so much, because God is it. Karen Drucker.
So I give thanks for all my blessings.
gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, oh yeah, for all my blessings. Gives me what I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy. God is my source. God is my power. Joy. Everything I need. So I give thanks, yeah, for all my blessings. 'Cause I know God gives me what I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. I know that's what I need, what I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me what I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me what I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, oh yeah, for all my blessings. 'Cause I know God gives me what I need. God gives me everything what I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. Oh yeah. God is.
Time for conscious giving.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for your generous giving to the center. And let's say the words together in unison. Today, I give in love and joy from the overflow of abundance in my life. My gift goes forward to bless and uplift, fulfilling the purpose of our spiritual community. Lives are transformed. I am grateful, and so it is.
I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much, sing along, that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me.
People may find information on how to give in the comments online, and we have information on the back table, and we are grateful for generous donations to keep this center going. It's the law of circulation works for all of us, and remember, we can't outgive God.
Okay. Knowing that we are divinely blessed by our gifts, our tithes, our offering, knowing that as we give, we absolutely do receive abundantly overflowing as we just say yes, yes, yes to the goodness. Yes, more please, and so it is. Okay.
And so it is. Please stand, make a circle, and before we sing, we'll have an affirmation. If you'll repeat after me, please. We know who you truly are. You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank God for you.
Thank God for you.
Welcome home.